Last June, GBN aired a story shedding light on the plight of law students throughout the Caribbean as it relates to equal opportunity and access to legal education in the region. In addressing a live social media interaction session in July of last year, prior to the 30th Conference of Heads of Government held in Grenada, the CARICOM Secretary General, Ambassador Owen LaRocque, admitted that the admission policies are unfair.
I have received advice that the policy, the admission policy of the Council for Legal Education in giving priority to UWI students is discriminatory and ought to be addressed. I'll put it at that level, that I have received that advice, but we're awaiting this study because it's a complex issue that requires a multifaceted approach. So the matter is being looked at.
Speaking to GBN as it relates to positive outcomes to the last discussion held, President and co-founder of ACSEAL, Jason Jones, says they are now involved in the consultation process on legal education. Furthermore, this month the Legal Affairs Committee is tasked with the responsibility of resolving a long-term issue of discrimination in legal education. However, Jones says there are immediate issues that need addressing.
Further to that, he would have also written to us in August of 2017 and invited ACSEAL and our regional membership to participate in a regional consultation process on legal education across the region. We've since been able to submit our views regarding that, and we are hoping that the report, which is spearheaded by the Impact Justice Project, would yield some positive outcome. Of course, we still have an interim issue and an immediate issue where students across the region who did not graduate with law degrees from the University of the West Indies must still write or sit the entrance examination. And of course, other than the fact that the burden of spaces is carried by these students alone, we have some transparency issues that have not been addressed by many stakeholders. And these transparency issues can be broken down into four main things, very, very significant issues that many students across the region are concerned about. One is that we don't have a detailed body of regulations governing the entrance exam. The second issue is that results for all the candidates are not released at the same time. The third issue is that after you pay your money for this entrance exam, you have no right to review or query your results. So there's a lot of transparency and accountability issues with the exams that cause students to have reduced or, in some cases, zero confidence in the process. And of course, that is an immediate issue that can be addressed not just at the level of CARICOM, but at the Council of Legal Education.
Jones also added that students pursuing studies outside of law have reached out and supported the movement.
We've heard students in the area of education, in the area of medicine, in the area of engineering, who are inspired by the fact that students are at the level of university are calling for transparency and accountability. And we want to highlight the fact that this is not just an issue about law students and the legal profession, but it's an issue about the development of the region and a new type of citizen, a new brand of Caribbean citizen that identifies the fact that every single CARICOM citizen ought to have access to public office and ought to have access to public resources.
ACSEAL has established chapters in 6 CARICOM countries to date to allow more people to join the movement. Akeisha Felix for GBN News.